Welcome back everyone, I'm Humble Scots and we are back with some Pokepath. Today's video is going to be a bit of a different video. We are going to be doing kind of an update on Pokepath, my thoughts on Pokepath, tips and tricks as well I've found playing the game. So first of all, we're going to go on the Pokepath update for the channel. This is probably going to be the last Pokepath video I'm going to be doing for a while. I'm going to be winding down my coverage of Pokepath on the channel for a little bit, probably until the next big patch drops, which I don't know when it's going to be, but hopefully it'll be a good one. There'll be a good amount of changes, some positives, hopefully mostly positives. I know there's going to be some nests and stuff like that, but I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, as for what else was I going to say, that's on that subject. We're going to go through a couple of tricks and tips. So let's say if you want to use Ditto on a team, this video might be a bit all over the place, so I'm just going to be spouting off just tips, tricks, how to unlock stuff. And as always, I'd just like to say as well, thank you for all the support in the Pokepath videos and just on Pokepath in general. It's been fantastic talking to some of you about your Pokepath experience. I'm happy to know that some of my videos has helped you and given you inspiration to either beat the challenges, beat the routes, or inspire your own teams. It's great hearing feedbacks on how my team has inspired you to make a better team, because my teams, they aren't the best. That's one thing I have a little bit of a thing with the game at the moment, is a lot of the challenges, especially the very hard ones, are very luck, RNG, stun procced dependent. So hopefully that may have a little bit of a balance it kind of thing in next parts. Anyway, tip: if you want to, the Ditto will always go to the first Pokemon in your team select. But let's say you don't want to switch Ferrothorn to number 1 because you have to do the whole taking out, drop and all that stuff. You know, I can't be bothered with that. If you just click the little picture when it's not on the map, you can switch between the Pokemon Ditto will be. And it's Ditto. That's how you do that. So another little tip is, we have Aegislash here. Oh, I forgot to put it back. Whoopsie. But yeah, you can also do this with Aegislash. You can switch from sword to shield by clicking the little picture. Causes double damage to armor. The attack slows the target for 2 seconds. Lycan Rock's the same on the mountain or in the tall grass for the night form. I wonder when they're going to add the dawn one. If they are, that might do something. Right, what else? We are going to go... Let's go to Chatot. Chatot has secret synergy with the bike, which gives it this Chatot starts. And if we give it the bike... yeah. It goes absolute crazy, doesn't it? That depends on the volume of the game's sound effects. So, you're going to have maximum volume. And if you haven't unlocked Chatot, I'm also going to be going over how to unlock most of the Pokemon. Chatot, you have to go to your settings and set the audio slides in this order. What's Chatot's Pokédex number? 0. It's not 0. You can barely hear anything. 4, I believe. And 1. Is that right? And that you get a pop-up saying you have unlocked Chatot. Let's turn this back up because I've bugged the sound, so that's always fantastic. My Chatot's not going to be doing much damage at the moment, is he? So let's just set this all to 20. We also want to set everything to 20 for the Chatot. I'm going to probably reduce the volume in the desktop audio. I usually have it pretty low anyway sometimes. But yeah, that's Chatot, and Chatot has a very good range and fires bicycles, which, let's have a wee little bit of fun. And makes a tinging sound. So yeah, Chatot. Now the other unlockable Pokemon you can get from shops is Love Disc. To unlock Love Disc, you have to go to your profile, and I believe click this hat, or this hat, it's one of them, and you unlock Love Disc. A little pop-up will come up. Right, who else have we got here? Stakataka. We'll go Stakataka last. Cacnea, you have to go to Tutu. And it is one of the cactus here. And you'll get a pop-up saying Cacnea has been unlocked. Now for Graveyard, you have to go to Winfrey and type in Open Grave. And Graveyard will be yours. Now for Stakataka, it's a little bit different. You go to this route. And you type in the code 5675. 5675. And you should have Stakataka unlocked. So that's 5, 6 from this, 7, 5. Right. How do you unlock the last Pokemon which says where is he? Where? Misano. How do you unlock Misano? Look, it does attacks of physics that tries to apply one thing. This is crazy. Right, Misano, I'm just going to read. I am on the Pokepath Wikipedia, which is great. A lot of the information I'll be maybe spouting will be from the Wikipedia before I get onto my own thoughts and some of my own personal tricks and combos of Pokemon like to use. This species doesn't exist. Hint, try experimenting with the URL. You also have a unique player code. So maybe that's got something to do with the URL. I don't know. But yeah, we are going to go in the challenge reward Pokemon. So, from Route 1-1, the unlock is Wingo. Inky is Route 1-2. Totodile is Route 1-3. Turtwig 1-4. Hoot Hoot 2-1. Tortuga 2-2. Atson 2-3. Carbink 2-4. Vulpix 3-1. Muna is 3-2. Bidoof is 3-3. And Fennekin is 3-4. Now, I would recommend, before doing 2-4 and 3-4, because those are the most difficult maps, and I feel like water types are a bit underpowered at the moment in this current version, I'd recommend completing the challenge in Route 1-1 and getting the Pelipper from this egg before doing those ones or attempting those ones. I've got guides on the channel, but they both involve Pelipper, and I'd probably recommend definitely Pelipper is worth unlocking because it's just an all-round sword mon. So, what else do we need tips about? Oh, tips. I would recommend maybe setting... There was a tip I was going to give. What was it? I'm going to be rambling a lot in this video. Let's go to the Pokemon. There. You can set what the target is. Now for maybe curse, when they use curses, you want to set it to curseable. I think most of it's already preset. Armor, you kind of want to set them to maybe high armor, just to focus mostly on the... I mean, it goes without saying, but just... Random, I don't know why I'm using random. Now, one of the ones I do is... Blast ones, I tend to set to high HP because... Hits the high HP and splashes a little... Usually a little Pokemon next to it. Invisible, not bend. It's always good to check these as well. Random, I just went to random because more random for Misano. Low HP. Why did I put you in low HP? I don't know. High armor, stuff like that. Now, some good combos of Pokemon is Alakazam and what is it? Ampharos is a good combo. They work well together. Also, it's good to have a mixture of slow and stuns on your team if possible. Let's go like, yeah. So, let's remove all. So you'd have maybe Alakazam with some Alakazamite here. You're there. Quick Claw, some good items as well. And yeah, so when you stun, you'll splash and spread the stun, which is quite nice. You can also add other stats to it, which is good. Also have poison. It's also a good one to attach to to Alakazam. Now, poison stacks. Burn does not stack. Burn goes in a time of 10 seconds, I believe. So you'd have to either hit off another burn to keep the burn going, or it will expire after 10 seconds. Curse doesn't stack either. And I think it triggers when another Pokemon gets cursed. So the more Pokemon that gets cursed and gets damaged, the better. Stun and slow. Just random chance. What else? If you don't know about this combo, I think this combo is going to be very... I think it's going to be fixed in the next version, so it's probably best to take advantage of it now, to be fair. Is the heart scale is one of the best items in the game. You get somebody like Love Disc, for example. Let's just stick Love Disc here. And when Love Disc thing triggers, let's put the best mon to have, well, the best mons to have, heart scale on is Sharpedo, because it becomes an absolute wrecking machine, to be fair. Yeah, put it there. So, Love Disc, you'd either give Cabos to it, or you'd give Big Root if you just want to recover faster HP, or you could give it this if you just want to try and get attack off, and as soon as it triggers, a little heart symbol will be under Sharpedo, and heart scale will be in effect. Now, another trick is the Sharewell trick, or the Clefable trick. So, Clefable, you will put a star on Clefable because that's a better item. And when Clefable hits 25,000 HP, you want to quickly click the doll, you'll recover 1 HP, swap it back, and there you go. Now, as for, let's just put a big damaging unit like, I don't know, it's a big damaging unit. I'm just using, let's just put Pidgeot, for example. It's not a good, big damaging unit, but it'll help. But yeah, you want to give it a, let's just say it's doing its thing, bang, 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 and it hits 50,000 damage, and you're like, oh no, I need a heart. Well, before the wave ends, go to Pidgeot, Shellbell, on its next hit, Shellbell will trigger, and you just quickly set it down back to the item you had before. You can either slow this down for this. This is a team, yeah. Yeah, let's switch to an actual difficult wave. With Bonsleys and stuff like that. Let's put this here. I don't know if it'll trigger with... I mean, this Clefable's destroying everything, to be fair. So yeah, that would have triggered the heart if we lost some hearts. Now, invisible enemies. It is good to have self things, but I'd recommend in your settings, I think it's already on by default, is stop before invisible. Which means if there's Dittles or something coming, it will stop the wave. You've got it on auto, and you can plan to take care of the Dittles. And the good way to take care of invisible ones is get something that's going to hit a lot of Pokemon and it's going to be quite fast and probably early on in the map. To have that, or just have a first Pokemon. What else? Tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. Spinda is great. And Spinda with Magnet's actually really good as well. Because it will really slow down armor Pokemon. And you've also got the Spinda's Cocktail, which, no, Spinda's Box. Attacks have a 5.6% chance to apply a stats effect. Quite nice as well. And gotta say, if you're struggling with bosses, especially, have I got my example still here? Nope. Nope. Yes. Spinda. If you unlock the Focus Sash, which you can unlock by doing 3-4. This 3-4 is a tough map. I've got a couple of guys on the channel, but it is going to be tough. But as long as you get the 5 hearts, let's see, I got that through this level cap. I think I ran my 50% toughness team on that to quickly do that. Slot limit, I was only able to do 8 permadeath. I just practiced against the boss and made sure when I got to the boss I could beat every single time with my practice team, so I didn't even have to reset. But yeah, those videos should help, and you'll get the sass here. And let's just say Spender. Please don't nerf Spender. I love Spender. Is a boss killer. So let's go here. So we said, Jaron, look at this. Absolutely destroying. Look at that damage. Boss, I can kill. I covered a lot of this in my Spender video, but Spender is... Do not sleep on Spender. Spender is very, very Spender cool. Yeah, Spender. You can even defeat... You can even defeat Articuno as well. I just like seeing this, to be fair. Yes. Oh, I'm also gonna go and say another thing as well. Is if you're struggling with some waves, as you get to tougher challenges and later on you will start to struggle and you'll have to do more micromanagement. I think I did hear a couple of people talk about this, and I think I have experienced it myself. Is if you are going at full speed, like if you got this speed, then some damage doesn't register all the time. Like it goes so fast, I think that the damage doesn't register, and hits will miss and not do any damage, so that will affect your runs. If there is a particular, I'd probably recommend if there is a wave you think is going to be a bit close, or you're going to have to do a lot of micromanagement on, or if you're going to make sure that everything hits, put on the slowest speed, so you see that every single hit is doing successful damage. Wait, can I do a little test here? Because this is what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about testing as well. Can you hurry up, please? I like how I said don't put on that. It's just like, hurry up! I know it's tempted just to like batter the thing. But what we're going to do is, we're going to do a little bit of experiment here. Right, let's go back to Shaman. Good old Shaman. We're going to go in the Spender team. And what we're going to do is, we're going to run one test on this. Yeah, we're going to run one test on this. We're going to auto it at full pelt. We're going to keep an eye on Shaman's position and the damage of Spender. So, here it's about 40k. Okay, so you saw 134 damage was done there. So if we go on slow, this is going to be slow. No, don't want the rats. The first right here. So the Spender's shots. It also depends on crits as well. So I have got a crit multiplier, so that's not exactly good. Right, so it was about 40,000. The only problem is that Farfetch is attacking. So it's a bit the same. So let's bugger off the Farfetch because we kind of want to. Actually, I could probably do this a lot better without the what do you call it? Yeah, I've got a better idea. Right, let's just mess off this team. And let's just run the Spender. And we're going to give Spender this. What's Spender's crit rate? So it's not got a crit rate. So it's always going to guarantee to be the exact same. I know I'm trying to prove this thing, but like I said, this video is going to be a bit over the place. It's a little bit of extra Pokepath content. So let's put it on full auto. I'm pretty sure this is a thing as well. So we are, what we are, 15,000 damage. Right, so let's say 37 by the time we get outside the door. Right, so that's about 21. Doing that again. So this would be a roughly the same amount of damage, to be fair. Yeah, pretty much the same. Right, so let's go on the slowest and see how this does. Oh wait, does it heal itself when it does that? No, it just cures its stats conditions. Right, so 4,000. So it's about 20,000 by the time I got here. So is it going to go to 20,000 or are we losing damage? 15,000, 16,000. Okay, so definitely is losing damage, well, pretty much. So that was 23. If we put it back on the full auto, then it goes to... Is that about the same? Aye, 20,000. So you're definitely losing out on damage if you have it on the speediest one. So we've proven that theory, that you will miss on hits. Okay, so we kind of proved that. So that is a thing. I'm going to take a little break and I'm going to think of some other tips for everyone. Money farm. Everyone needs money in this game to unlock Godango and other goodies and Megastones. This is the best end game. Money farm. You could probably change it to Absol for maybe Samurai or just normal Absol if you've not got the money to get the Megastone. But if you and you can maybe switch it to Tortel as well. Most of these other ones I think are not locked behind really any. Yeah, you could probably switch that for just normal Absol. And I think that Tortel is locked behind one of the maps, which I probably did say earlier on. But yeah, this is not my guide. This is a guide on the Wikipedia. So big thank you to the team that came up with them, Pokepath.gg. Thank you to them. I'm pretty sure that's just the name of the site, but thank you to the people that helped work on this. But yeah, this is apparently the best money farm. What you do is make sure you've got retry, and it will finish off. So you see the money going up. Oh yeah, auto as well. Remember to click auto. That was not good, eh? So yeah. Look at that. Absolutely destroying and getting that bag, as they say. Now, I did cover this in another video, but we are gonna go for explain a little bit about shiny Pokemon. So shiny Pokemon, what was the team? One? What's this map? Oh, did I get rid of my shiny team for my blooming Groudon Spender team? Ah, oh, bugger! Where's this map? Yeah, this is the best. Ah, I'm a disaster, aren't I? Do you see Groudon get beat by a Spender? Yes. Good. Wait, I don't think this one was as consistent. I can't remember if it was consistent or not. I think I had a pretty good consistency with. Yeah. Okay, be right back. I'm gonna make the shiny team. Okay, this should be the best shiny farm bicycle needed, and you want to go to wave 25. Click the repeat. Uh-oh. And this should give you the highest chance, and you shouldn't ever get beat in this wave. But I think sometimes That's embarrassing. I forgot Agislash. You should never get beaten. This proceeds to get absolutely mauled. That's on me. That I hold my hands up. That is 100% on me. But that got through as well. I think you just have to set done to pass and have everybody else to first. But area high speed. Maybe that's why. So make sure it's them first. This is the kind of chaos that happens. Yeah. But another thing is, we should be good now. Let's try again if we don't lose any hearts. We win a few waves, see if we don't lose any. If not, I sometimes I think had Failphone down. Just a little bit of extra slowness coverage, but I think this team should manage you okay. Yeah, it looks like it's doing a lot better. So the idea would be to just leave this running all. Save the money farm. Just come back. Or check every now and then and make sure that you are still going. And you will hopefully see that number of shiny Pokemon go up. Now, I did explain this in the shiny video. But when Smeagol's ability triggers, where it says turn a Pokemon shiny, it will turn a random Pokemon in your box shiny. So it doesn't have to be on the field. Like if we had a non-shiny Failphone, for example, we wouldn't have to have this on the field till Smeagol turned it shiny. It would be anything in here. So if you had a non-shiny of any of these Pokemon, they'll turn shiny. You don't even have to have them on the map, which is quite cool. You don't even have to have them out and about. So let's get rid of Failphone. I would probably recommend putting Failphone maybe here if you are sometimes having Pokemon slip through the net. And you should be good. Now, another thing, shiny Pokemon. If you do not like your shiny Pokemon, you think to yourself, that shiny Pokemon is rubbish. I hate the shiny Agislash. Don't know why anybody say that, but you can also double click to get rid of it, apparently. Whoopsie. Oh, used to be able to. This is awkward. I've probably just been dating now. Whoops. There is a way to turn the shiny off. Oh. Oh, you can also double click to add to the team as well. Went to add. This is actually very awkward. You can also nickname them as well if you want to nickname them. That's another tip. You can call this Arbok Snake. Oh, they must have changed it because there used to be a way you could make it not shine. I do not know how to do this now. This is awkward. I'm going to actually have to look up the Discord to see how to do it because I think the other way you would click the picture, but now they've changed it, so maybe just one click. No, it gets very confusing. Yeah, you just click the symbol. So normal Gengar, not as much difference. We all know this of Gengar shiny. Like that'll be very good. Let's get a better one. Kostla. Gengar has a different sprite for shiny, so it's pretty cool. That's a lot. I like the nice little features added in this game. Now, my personal favourite units. I'm going to go on a bit, some of my personal feelings about some of the units in some of the games. I am a big fan of Absol. Is good. I've used a lot of Absol. I would like the bend mechanic to maybe be a little bit improved, because it is nice how it is timed, and I get how it doesn't stack, but I feel it is a bit underwhelming, especially compared to Poison. It might be the most underwhelming one, but I think it maybe improve by making maybe the intensity of the burn goes up. Like before, it starts off at 0.5% of his life, then it goes up to 1% of his life. The the closer it gets to the end of the 10 seconds maybe thing. Maybe, I don't know, that's just the spitting suggestions here. I do feel there is a lot of randomness involved in the game as well for some of the, especially the tougher maps. Castform's pretty cool as a Pokemon. I also am a big fan of, apparently Delphox with heart scale is pretty good, because that Delphox can copy any item, basically. What other unit do I like? I keep going on about this Pokemon, but I hope they don't do anything to make it worse, because it is quite a fun Pokemon. I think it's overlooked, is the Crocodile. We're giving it Moxie, and giving that heart scale is really good as well, because the damage keep ramping up. Also set your Crocodile to maybe low HP at the beginning of the wave. If after it's killed a lot of things and you want to try and hit the bigger targets, I'd probably recommend it then switch to the first. Although low HP you'd probably be good, because it's still going to be slaughtering pretty much everything anyway, because it's such a fun Pokemon. Greninja's another favourite. Melkazam's obviously a favourite because love this I like. Just because I think it was the original 1.4 is you went capped on how many hearts you could heal. And love this, especially on 2.4, could just get you loads of hearts back. Stack attacker. Swallow is a personal favourite. Can you score past Spinderbot, saying that's also a favourite. Noivern. Now, things I'd like to see in the future. More routes is always nice. More Pokemon is also always nice. I'd also like to see some buffs to some of the lesser used Pokemon. Like Sandslash, for example. It's on the shiny map, but Masquerade's pretty good. Like, I've not experimented a lot of these Pokemon. I've used them now and then. Like, I've never used Axatops if that's a very dangerous game, but that could be worth it. It's the same with Fialgate. You could probably combine Asops. That's not the Akarops and Fialgate. They both have similar abilities, so you could go for a very risky build with low hearts with those two in the team. And Biscuit, I feel, could be good as well with some. I don't know what you'd run. Maybe one like Quick Claw, because it's getting two boost to it. With its Defiant. Castform I never really used, but I always felt it was better options. I do feel it has its own little niche. Well, I feel like the other heroes are not as good as Whismurcott and love this. Meganium could maybe use a buff. Yeah, attacks have a 5% chance to restore. I mean, heal's always nice, but I feel maybe with the Meganium, if your hearts is below like 7, it has a 20% chance to restore. One heart could be a really good upgrade to Meganium. Mercer deals 1% more damage to enemies suffer from nightmares. There's only really one nightmare Pokemon, that's Gengar, and that can only be spread with Gardevoir and its Cloth. But it's a mechanic I've used sometimes. It's also got a good bosses nightmare mechanic. Jarford I never found myself using, especially when you have Sableye with the zoom lens. I guess the benefit is that it can go in the grass. That makes it a little bit more usable. If any, again, same as Charizard, I feel like you could maybe do the Ben, what's the thing called again? Ben Blaze. Like, for example, like the talk causes, like, if it's below 5 HP, then it burns for like maybe 20 seconds. Just like I said, I'm just spitballing ideas here. Jump off, I did kind of like when I used. It's alright. Hinstone, again, Sableye. Malma, I like. Malma's little trick is if you want to evolve Malma, is you have to get up to level 100 and give it this, and it will evolve into Inkyo, evolve into Malma. And it also goes upside down. That's great. That's a nice little touch. Masquerade here is good. Marowak could also be good. What other ones? I did use a lot. Rampados is another one. Increases damage by 5% for each missing heart. So you could maybe have a combination of a very low heart fossil team. No, you couldn't because of that. Artops. Never mind. You can't put Alligator and Artops in the same team because Artops is above 7 hearts and Alligator is below. But you could definitely combine Rampados with Alligator. Could be a good combo. Spirit Strike has got play. Skeletons is always good. Volcone, I've never seen myself. If a target is bent, it deals 5%. That is target's weight. Burn, dealing 2% match feet means second of the burn. See, that could be pretty good on a burn team. Weaver I've not used as much, but I feel Weaver would have a bit of play. But yeah, you know what? I've been going for whatever. Let's just go with some of my teams in the past. I can't remember these teams won a lot. I did not save that shiny team, did I? I did. Cool. Glad. This team I think won. Maybe. Oh, you're gonna see Ho get killed by this team. This is very satisfying. Look at that! Spend a focus band, name a better deal. Wait, was this the right team? Yeah, God, destroyed. Whippo. Yeah, this is all the aims. This is quite nice, the screen. I don't really use the screen as much, but it will tell you what Pokemon can hold each item. And who's currently got the item. I would maybe suggest have a favorite item for Pokemon. Like, let's say if I go to... No, that doesn't make any sense, actually. Or maybe being able to rotate items between waves. Like, maybe if you had a slot here, like, you could maybe, like, say, oh, what just switch? Then again, you can do that, I guess. Or this screen, like, have something then pop up at the top, like your favorite would appear here, kind of thing. Instead of, like, if you want to quickly switch between, let's just say, self-scope, where you can't, because you have to do that, but let's say if you want to switch between Focus Band and Shell Bell, if you're using that little strategy. But other than that, I am actually really happy with Pokepath for what it is. It is a really... Oh, you can also change your profile picture as well. What? Oh, there we go. It wasn't loading up. We got anybody new since the last time I looked? No. But yeah, I've been Humble Scots, man. I'm looking forward to the future Pokepath. Again, thanks for supporting the series. This will be my last Pokepath video probably for a while. We'll be moving on to other things, but we will be back when next week's update comes. So thanks again. Please leave your feedback in the comments. Let's talk about some of the aspects of Pokepath, what you enjoyed about it, what you'd like to see improved, what you hope the future is. Hey, your favourite units as well, and explain why you like this unit. Like, where's my spinner gone? You can go there. Go back into Tower. Name a better deal than the Tower. Focus Band. And Spinda. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts, how you've been managing to beat the game, your combos, your teams, your Pokemon, just everything to the Pokepath. And I hope you join me for the other adventures on the channel. It would mean a lot to see you there. And yeah, thanks again for supporting the channel, all the Pokepath content. And I will catch you hopefully in another video. And for any future Pokepath content, I'm going to stop yapping and I will see you all later. Bye for now.